St. John the Philosopher here. The world is nuts. Seriously. It's like disorder is the natural state of human society. Sure, we've done a pretty decent job trying to iron out the wrinkles of living on a planet that seems to be trying to kill us. We developed clothing and shelter to defend against environmental dangers. We don't have to hunt and gather food, but instead have it in such abundance as to create a health crisis all its own.
Get in my belly!
We at least make passing nods at executing justice and dispensing mercy, creating some of the most safe and stable societies ever to exist. But it's not enough. Where there is mercy, there is also cruelty. Where there is justice, there is still corruption. Where there is plenty, there is still poverty. Where there is safety, there is still danger. For many, this is not just a general problem that we have to keep our eyes on. It's world-shattering. You see, the prevailing theory was that as we progress as a society in science and education and philosophy, we would eventually achieve utopia. We were assured that by human effort alone, we could create heaven on earth. But as that theory is challenged by the realities of mankind's unending capacity for evil and depravity, and his vulnerability is exposed by natural disasters and disease, the result has been rage. Unmitigated, uncontrolled, unfocused, seething anger. An epic societal tantrum by people who think their utopia is just out of reach, and you're the one standing in the way of bringing it to fruition. So on top of everything else, we've made ourselves busy trying to tear down all that we've accomplished throughout history in order to build a supposedly better society on the rubble. What we're seeing is the utopian revolutionaries' answer to the problem of evil. I've already discussed the problem of evil as an objection to Christianity in another video, which I'll link in the description, and one of the points I bring up there is that the problem of evil is universal. All worldviews ultimately attempt to answer it. How do you deal with all the cruelty, corruption, poverty, and danger of the world? Well, according to them, all you need is the right system in place, the right people in charge with the right ideology, wielding all the power they need to cure the ills of the world. To the revolutionaries, the problem is a lack of a good leader, the lack of a plan. It reminds me of this clip from one of those Got Talent type shows where a panel of judges chooses whether to send a particular act to the next round at a competition or something. I don't really watch these sort of shows. In any case, the entire time this artist is working on her piece, the judges are skeptical. As you can see, it doesn't appear all that impressive, and in many ways, it looks a mess. The female judge, even early on, isn't really having it, and is the first to vote against her. Over the course of the next few seconds, all the judges decide they've seen enough. The whole process, at least by the counter on the video, took less than a minute and a half. But if the judges had waited just a little longer, had a little more faith in the artist's vision, been a little more apt to trust there was a plan, they would have seen the hidden masterpiece. The world is just like that. A scattered mess, apparently progressing towards nothing, only a hint of form and order amidst all the randomness. But all things work together for good for those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. The story isn't over. The master is still at work, and he has a plan. Trust him, and you'll one day get to see it with your own eyes. That's all for today. Goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you in another video.